My mailbox post is looking pretty rough these days. It's that 4x4 pressure treated version with the cross piece that the mailbox sits on. Well, it's at least 20 years old, and about 12 years ago or so it was involved in a hit and run where a car drove over top of it and left it for dead on the side of the road. I found pieces of it and it was a clean break, so I was able to nail it back together, and it's worked ever since. But it's just really showing its age now and it needs to be replaced. You know, I could always buy one at the store already made, but we can make one with about an hour of our time in less than 20 bucks out of a 4x4x12 pressure treated post. And it's real easy to do. So today I want you to come along with me and see how it's done. So we better go and get started. This is the old mailbox post I was talking about. You can see how bad it's looking. This cross piece joint is separating, as well as the knee brace joint. And here's that break I was telling you about that happened with the hit and run. It's time to build a new one. I'm starting by cutting some pieces to length on the miter saw. This is the crossbar that holds the mailbox. I've set up a stop so that I can evenly chamfer all four sides of the end. This is all purely decorative, but it adds a nice touch. Next, we're going to mark the area where the post and the crossbar overlap. I use my speed square to make sure that the crossbar is held at 90 degrees, and then I use the thickness of the crossbar to make my line. Setting my saw to cut halfway through the post will allow us to do a half lap on both the post and the crossbar. And then it's just a matter of making a lot of cuts along this area. When that's done, we break them free with our chisel, and then we're going to use our hammer to knock them out. This will require a little cleanup with a sharp chisel. Unfortunately, I don't own a sharp chisel, so this dull one will have to do. And then we just repeat the process on the crossbar. Once we've got them both done, we can lock them together with the half lap. Mine fit a little tighter than I had anticipated, so I had to beat it in. But I'd rather it fit tight because this wood is going to shrink a little as it dries. Then to finish off the joint, we drive some 3-inch exterior screws in from both sides. We're going to install this knee brace with those same 3-inch exterior screws. Lastly, we've got a piece of 1x cedar that we've cut to fit the width of the bottom of our mailbox. To dress up the top of the post, I picked up this little pyramid cap at the big box store. It's made to be glued on, but I drilled some holes so that I could tack it on with some stainless steel nails. Well, this turned out pretty good, and as expected, it only took about an hour to do. It's a really easy project, but I hope this one will last another 20 years like the last one did. Now you may be saying, why is it so tall? Well, remember, about a foot or 16 inches of it needs to be buried in the ground. So once I do that, it'll be regulation height when it's all said and done. I really appreciate you making it to the end, and if you would, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps with the algorithm with YouTube. And if you haven't checked it out yet, take a look at my website, thetennesseetinkerer.com. It's got some pretty cool stuff on there. Well, as always, I appreciate you watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.